Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Julia and today we're going to do a cool down which you can use after any workout to stretch out the muscles and cool them down. Okay, we're going to start off standing. Just take your feet a little bit apart, not too wide, and do some body circles. Reach your arms up overhead to start, really lengthening up through the fingertips and pressing the feet into the mat. Inhale here, and as you exhale, do a big circle, so going around to the side and down, and inhale as you come up the other way, and then exhale down this side, and inhale all the way up. It should feel really nice. Exhale down, inhale coming up, and the last time, exhale down, reach it out, stretch it long, come all the way up to standing again, reaching long, again pressing the feet into the mat. And then bring your hands onto your waist, step your feet a little bit further apart now, feet are still parallel with the mat, parallel with each other. Now push the hips forwards, lift up with the chest, squeeze the shoulders and the elbows towards each other, look up, so you're dropping into a little bit of a back bend here, not too far. And then come up and come down with a flat back, bringing the arms out to the sides, press the back of the hands up towards the ceiling. You should feel a nice stretch in the back of the legs here as well. And then let yourself drop forwards and walk yourself over to grab the outside of one leg or ankle with your hands. Look up and stretch, inhale, and as you exhale, stretch down over the leg so that both legs stay straight. Just come down as far as is comfortable for you. Just listening to your body. And walk yourself over to grab the outside of the other leg with both hands. Again, look up as you inhale, and as you exhale, stretch down over the leg, wherever you get to, whether you're up here or way down, doesn't matter at all. Just looking for that sensation of stretch, and hold it, breathe into it, keeping the breath nice and smooth. And then come to the center. Bend your knees until you can get your hands flat. I like to have my fingertips facing away from me, but you can have them forwards if that works better for you. And start to take the legs out to the sides into a sort of side split. You want to keep firm contact with the floor so you don't go further than is comfortable. Take it to a nice stretch and then take the hips back just an inch or two, and you should feel a stretch right up the inside of both legs here. Again, breathing into it. Just take it to where it feels really nice. And then walk your feet in until you get a nice grip on the mat so you don't slip. Bring the hands onto the waist, and on your next inhale, come slowly all the way up to standing. Nice. Now walk yourself up to the front of your mat. You don't really even need a mat for this one, but just sort of one end of where you're working out. Bring your hands into Namaste for a moment, and then on the next inhale, reach out and up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, swan dive, come forwards, let yourself round all the way down, and you're hanging down. You can hold on to your elbows if you like. Just let your head totally relax, just melting down. You can play with the balance, shifting it a little backwards, a little forward on your feet. Feeling how that affects the stretch up the back of the legs. And then bend your knees until you get your hands flat. I'm going to walk back into downward facing dog. So you want to have your feet hip width apart, your hands are shoulder width apart. Press into the mat, let your head completely relax, and then you can pedal your legs, so bending one knee at a time, down, pressing the heels into the mat. Just stretching out the back of the legs gently. And then press both heels down towards the mat. Don't have to reach the mat. And really press away so you can feel the stretch in the arms and the chest and the shoulders as well. It's a full body stretch here. And then ease yourself slowly down onto your knees. and bring your right leg forward. So you can hold on to the floor if that helps to bring that leg forwards, and come into a nice lunge. And you want to make sure your knee's not over your toes. So you take your leg far enough away, you can get into a nice deep lunge and feel a stretch, particularly on that left hip here. So stretching down into it, sometimes called runner's stretch here. And then a little bit of a balance. Bring your arms out, up overhead, clasp them and pull them up and back, sinking into that front leg as much as you can. And if you want to challenge your balance, look up towards the ceiling. And then release the hands, bring them all the way around and behind you. If you can, clasp them and lift them up. If they won't clasp, have them holding together, or just press them backwards up towards the ceiling. Lifting up, opening the chest. Again, if you can, look up. And then release that. Take one elbow, gently press it behind you. And the other one. And then come forward and bring that opposite elbow, so your left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Hands come into prayer and press and look up for prayer twist. You're still lunging into that front leg. Breathe. And then release. Bring your hands either side of that front foot and lean back so your toes come up towards the ceiling. Pull back with your hips and you should feel the stretch from the heel all the way up to the hip. And then come forward again into that lunge. And back into the stretch, straightening out that front leg. And now bring this hand inside so you can get that leg behind you. Press back into the heel. You'll get a nice calf stretch on that back leg. So you push back, toes are down, push back into the heel. Come forward until you get balance, lift that back leg up, bend it, and then if you want to, reach back with your opposite hand. So your left hand is grabbing your right foot. See if you can lift that foot up towards the ceiling and stretch it out. And release. Come back up onto the knees, and then we're going to step the other foot forward. So either just with the leg or use your hand on the floor to help you. Lunge forwards, hands are on that front thigh. Again, make sure the knee is not over the ankle, and if it is, take the stance a little bit wider. Stretch into it. And then take the arms out and up overhead. Clasp them, turn the hands up towards the ceiling and pull back. Still lunging into that front leg. So you feel the stretch all the way up the chest, the back, the arms, the legs. And then take one elbow down, pressing it behind you. And then the other one. And releasing that. Hands come into prayer for prayer twist on the other side. So you're going to hook the outside of your elbow on the outside of your left knee here. Hands come into prayer, twist around looking up, and you're still lunging into that front leg. And look down for balance, release gently. Now bring your hands either side of the front foot and lean back, taking the toes up towards the ceiling. So you pull back until you feel a stretch all the way up that back of that left leg there. Breathing stays nice and deep. Come forward again to that lunge, stretch forward, lift up through the chest. And take it back again. Toes to the ceiling. Stretch it out. Should feel really good. Come forwards again. And then we're going to release. So bring that leg all the way behind you and press back. Stretching out the calf muscle on that left leg. And then lift the leg, bringing the weight a little bit forwards. Take that back leg up. See if you can reach behind with your opposite hand. Grab the foot and lift it up. If you can't hold the foot, just press the foot up towards the ceiling. And then come back onto hands and knees. Now rounding the spine, look up like a wolf howling at the moon. Inhale here and exhale into a cat curl. Chin tucks to your chest, tailbone tucks underneath. Inhale again, flowing into the wolf, looking up, pressing the arms long. And exhale into a cat curl, the belly buttons pressing up towards the back of your back. Inhale, looking up. And exhale again into the cat. So the belly button pressing into your spine here. And come back to neutral. Look around, pressing your hip towards your shoulder one way for puppy dog. Like a puppy dog trying to see his tail. And then around on the other side, stretching out the waist. Again, look around to the first side, shoulder towards hip. And around the other way. And bring yourself back to neutral. We're going to come to child's pose. So take your hips back towards your heels, walk your fingertips forward and let your head relax down. Now really stretch the hands out in front and pull back with the hips. So you feel a lovely lengthening from the fingertips right up the back. And your legs are tucked underneath you. So this gives your lower back a lovely stretch out as well. And then we're going to come onto our tummies for Cobra. So ease yourself down. Have your hands underneath your shoulders here and press yourself up. So you don't have to come too high. You can come here if that's comfortable for you, or as high as feels right for you without your hips lifting off the mat. So it's all your back. People's backs vary tremendously in flexibility, so don't worry if you don't get so high. But keep your shoulders back and down. Lift up through the chest. And then look around one way behind you. And around the other way. And back to the center, looking up again. And then come back into child's pose, letting your head relax down. And take a couple of breaths here. And then we're going to ease over onto our backs. So just gently come over, lie yourself down and bring the knees up, hug them into your chest and let yourself rock very gently, side to side. And then take the knees around and round, one way and the other way. Now take your right leg to the floor, stretch the left leg up, walk your hands up, gently pulling that leg in towards you. Stretching it long. If it doesn't go completely straight, that's fine, but have it just working towards straight so you can feel that lovely lengthening. And then swap legs. So bring your right leg up, walk your hands up it, gently bring the leg in towards you. Again, wherever feels right for you is right for you. Listen to your body. It can vary from one day to the next. And then release that. Hug the knees in again and rock side to side. And we're going to go into our last pose before the relaxation, which is a twist. So if you hug your left knee in, slowly stretch your right leg out along the floor. And then from here, bring your right hand to the outside of the knee, press it over to the side, look out towards your left hand into a spinal twist. Just take it to where it feels really nice, releasing that lower back. Taking some nice deep breaths. Come back onto the back, hug that knee in, and we'll do the other side. So swap over. So the right knee hugs in this time. And then we'll go into the twist. So bringing the hand on the outside of the knee, press it over to the left and look out this time towards your right hand. Just gently pressing on the knee here. Enjoying that lovely stretch, lovely twist. And come back again onto your back. Hug that knee in and bring the other one up again, rocking very gently side to side. And then one by one, drop your feet down to the mat and one by one stretch the legs out. Have your hands just a comfortable distance from your sides with the palms facing the ceiling. Just rock your legs back and forth a few times and let them relax totally with the feet just naturally flopping out to the side. If it's comfortable, have the palms facing the ceiling so that you're in a real surrendering pose, surrendering to the universe. Let your eyes close. You can adjust your back, maybe your shoulders underneath you to make yourself really comfortable. Let your head rock side to side, pressing first one ear towards the mat and then the other. And then do that one more time, rocking the head one way and the other, just gently stretching out the neck. And then just find a comfortable place to relax the head. And exhale, just let everything go. Take another big breath. Again, exhale through the mouth. And just feel yourself melting down. Any cares, any worries, any stresses are just melting off you into the mat. This is the relaxation pose. Just letting the body let go and readjust after all the hard work it's done. Bend your knees one by one, up by your hips. Press the hips very gently up towards the ceiling and lower them down. Take the arms above your head and stretch yourself nice and long. Inhale. As you exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Let yourself rock again, gently side to side. And your eyes slowly open. Let yourself rock all the way over onto one side. And very, very gently and slowly bring yourself back up to sitting. And sit comfortably with a straight spine. Take a couple of breaths here. And then stretch overhead as you inhale, palms touch, and exhale down. And one more time, reaching up, gather all that energy, and exhale, bring it all down around you. Thank you very much, and namaste everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so by clicking on the link below here, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.